Sure. Right on. Okay, very good. Although the court notes the somewhat unique approach in this case because of the circumstances, we didn't have, I think we may actually have had opening arguments, and to some extent the defendant read a lengthy statement, and then that was the previous day. Today was turned more into a quasi-settlement conference or information gathering enterprise, which the court believed would assist the court significantly, hopefully, in any regard, once the parties seek to testify. And Mr. Burton, your understanding is you wish to proceed with
Your
your
Honor,
client, she'll cross-examine him, and then you'll call her to the stand, or do you wish to pass it to her case in chief, and she can testify by reading a statement that you can then close?
I'll make a decision on how I want to, and how much I want to examine her after his testimony, because I think the court will give me some feedback at that point.
Okay.
So we have some exhibits, and the court talked about just admitting exhibits. So I have my exhibits 1 through 31, which Ms. Mitro has been provided a copy of, and so I would just like to see if we can stipulate to just admit these exhibits, Ms. Mitro.
Okay, there'll be, everyone's exhibits will be admitted.
Thank you.
Just to simplify things.
All right, so, and then, Your Honor, before I
Anything
begin.
anyone's offering doesn't mean they'll all be given significant weight, but they're all, don't know if they're all admitted.
Right, all right. So now, with my client, before we begin, I want to ask Your Honor, we went back previously in the last hearing, and I went back to income. We went over some stuff informally, back to about 2018 or 19.
Right.
Does the court prefer that I focus mostly on that time period forward and not go back too far in this?
Probably, for obvious reasons, we would generally, the scope of the last couple, 3 years, it may be quite a reach to go back 5 or 6 years, but if that's where some of the testimony takes us, that.
Yeah, I'll try to keep everything fairly relevant. Okay, I'm ready to go if you want.
Okay, let's proceed. Now, they've both been sworn last time.
Okay. Jacob, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So go ahead and state your name for the record.
My name is Jacob Uriah Mitro.
Okay. And where are you currently living, Jacob?
I'm currently living in Belfast, Maine.
Okay. And are you employed there?
I am.
Okay. First, how long have you been living in Maine?
I moved here at the beginning of March
Of 2024?
of this year, yeah, for an interview.
Okay. And you said you are employed. Where are you employed?
I'm employed with a solar company in Searsport,
What's that company called?
Sundog Solar.
Okay. And what do you do at Sundog?
I'm their operations coordinator.
Okay. And what does that mean, just in layman's terms, if you could?
That means I basically coordinate each department and make sure that there's nobody dropping the ball throughout the process of a solar install.
Okay. And what is your income?
I make $28 an hour.
Okay. And you filled out a financial disclosure form in this case previously?
And that's a
Yes,
40-hour.
yes, I did.
I'm going to get there.
Or any
And then how many hours a week are you working on average?
I'm contracted for 40 hours.
Okay. And just to get the record complete, you're married currently?
Yes.
And
to
you're married
Elizabeth.
to the defendant, Ms. Mitro?
Yes.
And when were you married?
And we were married November 11th, 2002.
So let's establish this. He doesn't appear to be in sales or commission based, but are there any bonuses or anything?
Okay. In your current employment, are there any additional compensation packages, bonuses, things like that?
The only thing they paid my $450 of my health insurance.
$450?
Yeah, a month.
Have you ever received any additional compensation in the time you've been there aside from those?
No.
Okay.
No, not just my paycheck.
Okay, and we've already talked a little bit about your children. You guys have, you and Ms. Mitro have 2 children together?
Yes, we do.
Okay, and one of them is an adult at this point?
Yep.
And then
Sitting
you
right
have
there.
one minor child who turns 17 in September, correct?
Yes, Levi.
Levi, okay.
16. Oh,
All right. Now, so you've heard Ms. Mitro allege that you are underemployed, Jacob?
I heard this, yes.
Yeah, and so, did you hear her allege that you've quit a job previously where you were making about $250,000 at?
I've heard this, yes.
Okay. Have you ever made $250,000 in a year in your life?
Never in my life.
Okay, and then did you hear Ms. Mitro or tell the court that you had also left a job where you were making $650,000 a year?
Yeah. She did say that.
Okay, so I want to talk about particularly right off the bat these two jobs. Okay, so the first job, the $250,000 alleged job, would that be talent or I'm sorry, that's
It was Energy America.
Correct,
it was
Energy America?
Energy America, yeah, it was a solar panel manufacturer.
Okay, and so do you have access to those electronic exhibits that my office sent you? Jacob?
Yes, I do.
Okay, can you go ahead and pull up Exhibit 2?
Okay.
Now, is this the job offer letter from Energy America?
Yes.
Okay, and what's the date on this?
I don't. It was. I don't have it right here in front of me, the actual page, because I have the other exhibits up. But it was in March, right?
You don't have any way to pull up Exhibit 2 while you're on the call here?
Let me see.
I want to refer to some specific.
Maybe, yeah. Hold on, let me try.
Okay, let me know.
I wanted, yeah. Exhibit 2. Documents. Is it in the documents folder?
I believe I
All exhibits.
sent you.
All exhibits. Yeah. Okay. I see. Exhibit 2 is okay. Okay.
Okay, do you have it up?
Yep. Exhibit 2. Yeah. May 1st, 2023.
Okay, and now on this job, what was this position for?
This is for a sales position for the Southwest region, which was from Texas all the way to California.
Okay, and what was the salary?
It was $50,000 a year, paid biweekly.
Okay, and it says, is there a probationary period?
90 days.
Okay, when did you start? Did you accept this job?
I accepted the job, and there was 40 days when they cut me.
Okay, when did you start?
I started May 12th.
And then what happened after 40 days?
And this is the one, I'm sorry, the starting salary in this one was?
50,000.
50,000.
So there never was,
We're
I
gonna
knew there
get.
wasn't a 600,000
Well,
job, but.
we're gonna walk
So
through
there
that.
wasn't a 250 job that he got fired from?
We're gonna walk through
Okay,
why
okay.
mom thinks this is
Okay,
250.
okay.
Okay, so were there any incentive plans in this position or commissions in this one?
Yeah, I mean, if I would have, if in 40 days I would have built a portfolio and had the sale, I would have gotten a percentage of the wattage.
Mm-hmm. And so, was there a potential to make decent commissions at this job, in your opinion?
It would have been awesome, yeah, but they didn't give me enough time, nor did they give me enough support. They gave me no training. Their sales guys didn't even want to talk to me because they considered me their competition.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really not a great company to work for.
So, what happened after 40 days?
After 40 days, they terminated me
Okay, what did
via
they tell
email.
you as to why?
But that was the same day. I already had an interview with Talent Corps.
Okay, so let's
You're
take
at
one
lunch.
step at a time. So
Yeah.
when they terminated you, what did they tell you why?
Oh, they said because I didn't produce.
Okay,
And on day 43, I had 2 phone calls for orders, but they just, I was like, what? Okay.
okay, so then where did you go from there?
Then I flew.
I'm sorry, it started
Back to
5/12
Dallas and
the
went through the
termination
interview.
date was,
Okay, okay, so you started, the judge just wants to confirm, what was your termination date?
Oh, what was the termination date? I think it was on there. It was the end of May. No, it was in June. It was the 3rd week of June.
3rd week of June, okay.
Yeah.
And then,
Yep.
where did you work next?
And then I worked at Talent Corps next,
And how?
starting in July.
Okay, and how soon after getting let go at Energy America did you land with Talent Corps?
July 10th is when I started there.
Okay, how soon did you interview with them?
Oh, I interviewed with them the day that I got canned from the other job because I already knew it was coming. I knew that this company was not. It was a different kind of
I'm sorry, the
atmosphere.
termination date again was?
He said 3rd week of June.
So he's there about 5 weeks?
40 days because from when he started, he said 40 days.
And the commencement date of the, is the next one the solar one he has now, or is?
No, then there's the Talent Corps, the 650 is next.
Oh, Talent Corp, when did that start?
Okay, so when did you start at Talent Corps?
July 10th.
Okay, I think you started to say that you interviewed there the same day that you were
I
let go.
interviewed the same day I
Talent Corp, like
got laid off the other
CR
job, yes.
Corporation.
in
Okay,
June.
started what day?
Started when? I'm sorry.
July 10th?
July 10th, okay. So, interviewed the same day though that you were let go from Energy America.
Yes.
Okay, so now I want to go to exhibit 27. Let me know when you have that one open, Jacob.
Okay. All right, got it?
All right, so is this your offer letter from Talent Corp?
Yes, it is.
Okay, what's the
Sorry, what
date?
number again?
27.
Thank you.
What's the question?
I'm just waiting for the judge to get.
Oh, yeah,
that
it's here.
exhibit. Okay.
60,000.
So Jacob, this one, what is the base pay on this offer?
Base salary was $60,000 a year.
Okay, were there commission opportunities in this position?
Did he say 50?
Yes, there would have been.
He said 60, Ron.
60?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's what it says here. Okay, good.
Now, were there commission opportunities?
Yes, yeah, there would have been.
Okay, so let me first ask you, what was your job? What was your job title at this?
So I was an account manager, which means that I went and dealt with the contractors on big commercial projects and asked them about their subcontractors, which ones are falling behind, so I could staff those so that it would boost up their timelines so they could meet their deadlines.
Okay, but if there were commissions, were there sales components to this position as well?
Yeah. So you get commission, like every person that you had on a job, you'd get a percentage of that hourly rate.
Okay, so in the exhibit 27 that I had you open up, there's some numbers on the bottom that start with PLTF, and can you go to PLTF 133?
133. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so in section 2.1, what does it say there for your base salary?
It's $60,000 a year.
Okay, so then I want to go to the next page, and then actually keep going to $139.
139. Okay.
So this looks to be like some sort of outline of how the commission structure would work.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I want to go to a couple pages ahead to 142, because I believe this is what Ms. Mitro has been referring to.
Okay. Yep.
So now, here it says there's a sliding scale for commission plan, is that correct?
Yes.
And GM, from the prior page, it looks like that stands for gross margin.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you know what that means?
I believe it was the amount of billable hours they billed the subcontractor that would be the customer.
Okay. And so this scale says that if you have gross margins between 0 and 50,000, is that a month or is this a year?
No, it's a year.
Okay, you would earn 0 commission if that was the case?
Mm-hmm.
And then it has a sliding scale, and then if it's 500 to 300,000, it looks like it's 4%.
Yep.
Okay, and at the bottom it says your commissions are capped at 200,000
Yes.
per account. Okay, so by reading this, would it be fair to say that the maximum amount, no matter how good you did there, that you could have earned is 260?
Yes. 260. The base and the 200.
But that would be if you had exceeded
If I
all these.
did more than $1.25 million.
Okay. Okay, and
So I'm sorry, you said the limit would be,
so if you look at this commission scale, Your Honor, that they cap their commissions at 200,000. If you, you've got to go through all this chart, of
right,
course.
that's what I'm interested in, and if you feel he doesn't have enough of a foundation for this opinion, that's fine. Could he give us a sense of what would be realistically expected
Well,
of one in order to hit that high?
yeah, and he'll talk about then what happened at the shop, too.
Okay.
Okay, so then, did you take this position?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Did you take this position with Town Court?
Yes, I did. I did take the position.
Okay, and how long did you work there?
I was there from July 10th until the end of September when they said corporate downsize, because 2 weeks after they let go of me, they let go of my manager, and they also let go of the LIT, which is the light industrial manager.
Okay, can you go to Exhibit 28?
And what was that termination date again? please?
What day? Oh, in fact,
I
it's on the
believe
next, 928, Your Honor, it's on the next doc.
So it was there a couple months, okay.
Yeah. So go to Exhibit 28 there, Jacob, for me.
28. Okay.
Now, what's the date on this email?
This is September 28th, yeah, so it was right at the end of September.
And who's sending you this email?
That's coming from HR.
Okay, and what is the purpose of this email from your point of view?
Basically let me know that I was still covered under some of their insurance and that, they let me go.
Okay, and did you, so from your understanding, the reason that you were let go there was just restructuring?
Yeah, they had too many eggs in one basket in certain areas, and they needed to draw back. I was trying to build their solar division, and they were experiencing growing pains. They fired their own.
And you testified other people were let go while you were there?
Yeah, my manager, and then also the LIT manager.
Okay, so.
My manager hired me, yeah.
Okay. Can you go to Exhibit 9? So in Exhibit 9, is this your W-2 from Town Court?
Yes, it is.
And this would be from 2023?
That's from the time I worked there.
And it looks to be about $12,221?
Yep.
And how long was that again that you were there?
I wonder if it says it on here. Yeah, it was from July 10th to September 28th.
Okay, so about 2.5 months?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's go to, have you gotten a W-2 from Energy America as well?
No, and I'm trying to find out how I'm supposed to get it because they refused to call me back, their HR department, and then Zohar Khan, who's my boss, who's I guess is the owner of the company. They're from Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
Okay, and that's a job
I
that
know how many days I work there. I know my salary, so I'm hoping that when I finally get my taxes filed, they can use that because I know the time frame.
Okay, now, I want to go through some other income in 2023. In Exhibit 8, there's a 1099 here from Power PBC. What is that?
So that was I was basically self-employed. I worked for it's a solar company, and that's the only deal I ever did with them. And it was actually I put solar panels on my mom's house.
Okay. Now, I want to talk about your Exhibit 11 here, which is the tax returns from various years. Now, did you were present last week when I went over these with Your Honor in court?
Yes.
Okay, so you heard representations made about these tax returns in Exhibit 11?
Yes.
Okay, and do you agree with what was represented in court to the judge on these tax returns?
From the returns or from us? Yes.
Yes, okay. Is there any income, to your knowledge, and I'll say, not looking for a dollar or two, but that is not accounted for during the periods of these tax returns by you?
No, it's all in there.
This one's January, this one's for last year, right? This, the 8879, the electronic authorization. That's all he earned from all sources, $9,640. Or is that
This
more?
is in,
Is that
this is
for?
both of them.
Oh, that's for 21. That's for 2021.
Yeah, so go to
Okay.
Plan
Yeah.
61.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, we are on unemployment.
Okay, so that was 2021.
Yeah, and we
The
went
next
over,
one is 2022, and that was 33 grand 799
with a
total.
taxable income of 6319 on the bottom.
Yeah. 6, 3. So 22 was 33 grand, right, total,
Total
before you?
before any, because he's driving Uber, so I was gonna go over some of his Uber
And
line.
then 20, there's more on that 22, okay. Do we
So-
have 23 as well?
We do, 23 is
Okay.
not filed.
Okay,
So we have income numbers from 24 year to date, we have 1099s from 23, and we have tax returns.
what's our
from-
total year-to-date for 24?
Well, he had a couple
If you
different.
combine them, and then we'll break it down, because she may wanna hear it broken down by each, but what's the total?
Jacob, let's break down your 2024 income starting in January.
But
What
before
were you-
then, what's if we know the total rough or close estimate before we break it down, what's?
Okay,
do we
so
know?
start with giving a total rough estimate of your gross income year to date this year from all sources, and then we're gonna break it down.
Yeah, it would have been on the FDLS that I submitted. You know what exhibit
What's
that
your
is?
understanding roughly of what it is, then we'll see how precise
Okay,
that
so he
is for you.
started the new job in April of this year, so from there forward, it's $28 an hour.
So
at
you had
what's on
nothing
the FDL.
through March?
From March until, April until now, April
So
2020.
basically zero until April, then
No,
28 bucks an hour?
He did drive Uber, so again, every time you need money, he drives Uber.
Okay, do
And-
we know how much from January to April till he started this job, how much he earned with Uber?
What, from January to April, before you started Sundog, tell the judge how much money you earned from Uber and other sources.
Yeah, so like I said, it's on the FDL statement. Let me find it. Oh, there.
We just tell us roughly what it is, then
He's
we'll
looking
see how
now.
precise that is.
Yeah, so Uber. The total amount.
Now,
So I made about $15,571.
Go to exhibit 6.
Okay, now, is
Oh,
it fair
6?
to say since he started this new position, he hasn't been doing Uber or anything on the side?
Correct,
Okay.
he's just been
No,
doing.
there's no Uber here.
Okay, exhibit 6,
This is his Uber from January to April 2024.
very good, so our total is, so there's a little
Yeah.
under 2,200, or is it the 33?
Looks like
Oh,
maybe
33.25,
30
okay.
total on the first one.
Before taxes, so before taxes for Uber January through April, we have 33.25. And the new position, 28 an hour, April forward, but no overtime commissions, nothing else?
Yeah, and with a gross monthly income of 48.53.
Is anything available in terms either of overtime or other?
No, it
Addition.
doesn't sound like it.
So 28 an hour converts to 48.53.
Correct.
Right.
58,240 a year annual. Okay, so you want me to take a minute here, Judge, while you just?
No, I got it, yeah.
Okay.
So this is where he's at for this year. 33.25 before taxes for Uber January through April, and 28 bucks an hour or 48.53 gross monthly for the new position, April forward. But apparently, no commissions or overtime has been used or is available.
Yeah, no
Okay,
additional.
and we have our numbers for 21 is total was 96.40 before taxes. 22 was 33.799. What do we know about 23?
So 23 is mixed income sources. We went over this a little bit last
Okay.
time as far as there was a one-off real estate transaction for $30,000 that my client ran through Ms. Mitro's brokerage at that time. So then there was my client also driving Uber during that period in 2023, as well as these jobs that we just went over. Energy America and Talent Corps, those are both in 2023. And then he went to Puerto Rico for 30 days to help run an Airbnb for a friend. And
Okay,
properties there.
so understanding that the 30 grand, if a one-off, non-repeat real estate transaction, what's either the total or the money in addition to the 30 total for the
We
23?
estimated at the last hearing that it was probably about 60 to 70,000, consistent with where his income is at right now.
Including the 30 or separate and apart from?
Separate from the 30.
Okay. Because we do have various sources here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so,
And now, of course, since it's a big theme, for the one side, and ability, I don't know, his unwillingness or inability to maximize his earning capacity and what has he doggedly been looking for superior or different work, or does he feel that this is as well as he can reasonably do within his limits and skill set, all that?
If, Your Honor, if
I
it's
just assume
consistent with
that's where she wants to go.
if it's consistent with someone's earning history, I would challenge
It
that the
would
court.
presumptively be,
Right.
if it's in line with someone's history, presumptively, it would be assumed that they're not probably capable of earning a great deal more and are reasonably maximizing their benefits abilities, but she's calling that into
I would-
question. So if he offers views on his ability, his limits, what he could or couldn't do to go beyond this,
I would consider it completely odd for a court to be able to ever impute to somebody drastically more income than they've ever made in their life.
That wasn't any implication that the court was interested in any admittedly highly improper undertaking. I'm just, it's more to the point of limiting a lot of maybe unpleasant lack of focus through cross-examination, and to just nip the issue in the bud and have him offer a view as to whether that could be the end of it. If his view is, this is within the reasonable limits of my experience or earning capacity, that's fine. Because it seems to be a big theme that keeps coming up, but albeit, I'm not so sure if it's so much that he's capable of earning a lot more through employment. She seems to be more saying he has all these other outside sources of support, i.e. the mother, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
And it's
not
also,
necessarily.
it's aspirational because it would
Right,
benefit her, right?
right,
You know,
right.
so of course she
Okay.
wants that to happen, but.
Right.
All right,
Okay.
so, Mr. Mitro, let's talk a little bit about other solar jobs that you've had before Sundog. So, in
Yeah,
2009.
that's all we're getting at really, so let's explore that.
Yeah, so see what he was making before at other jobs. So, did you work in solar in Reno previously?
Yeah, in 2019, I worked at the Apple Data Center commissioning their 60 megawatt system for 5 months.
Okay, so what was a salary that you were making there?
I was making like $32 an hour.
Okay, so $32 an hour in 2019 in solar in Reno.
Yeah,
Okay,
walking 21 miles a day.
okay. So again, 2019 solar job in the same ballpark as what you're earning now, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then in 2000, we've already heard
I'm
some.
sorry, the 2019 total again, please?
So he said that he was making $32 an hour and worked there for
Okay.
5 months.
5 minutes.
Now, we've heard conversation with the judge here, today in the last setting about you guys being on unemployment during the pandemic.
Yes.
Okay, so when did you guys start on unemployment?
It would have been in probably May of 2020 was the pandemic. Yeah, May of 20.
Okay, and then how long did you guys remain on unemployment insurance?
Until I got that job at Desert Adventures in March of 22.
So this went on 2 years almost, okay.
So almost 2 years?
Almost 2 years. Yeah.
And they were.
I had exhausted my unemployment.
Okay, so during this time, were you both getting unemployment benefits?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we also
No
heard
Uber
some.
or other work during that time, during that 22 months, no,
Okay.
nothing
Were
else
you
either.
able to do any other work during that period, earn any income?
Well, from 20 to 21.
While
there
you
was
were
the
on,
pandemic.
while you were
Everything was-
collecting the
yeah.
unemployment.
Maybe I should.
Oh no,
ask
no,
you
no,
because
no! I didn't.
I don't
No, I
want them
didn't.
setting themselves up to
Right,
something improper where they had outside
Okay,
jobs
okay.
and concealed
I didn't.
from the.
So now,
So I was just trying to get a more
Yeah.
complete picture, that's all. I don't
All
want
right.
them to
Yeah,
trap
no, I
themselves
know the
into
job.
anything.
all right. So then we've already heard about the sale of the marital home a little bit too. So I want to get some testimony on that. So, did you and Ms. Mitro own a home together while you were married at some point?
Yes, we did for 17 years.
Okay, and then at some point, did you sell that house?
We did in 21 in August.
Okay, and then how much, from your recollection, did you guys profit or have left over after closing?
It was about 230 something.
Okay, and then
32.
did you pay any credit card debt with that?
We paid off all the credit card debt. It was all gone. And then I asked
How
her if
much
we would pay off the
credit card
car,
was-
and she
how
said
much
no.
was the
So
Bitcoin or
Okay, and
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm gonna walk through all this. just let me go a little. Okay, so how much credit card debt was there when you paid it off to your recollection?
it was like between 70 and 80,000.
Okay, and then what was left after that?
Just her car payment.
No, what was left as far as the remaining funds from the house sale?
Oh, probably about 120.
Okay.
Um,
And what happened with that?
Well, I took 13 and put it into crypto, and she took 98 and put it into crypto.
Okay, and so I want to walk through this slowly because there's been some dispute. You closed the house around August 2021 and you get this money?
Yes.
Okay, at what point do you start putting it in crypto that you just testified to?
It was probably when we moved into after we moved into the new place, which would have been between November and May. Really, is when we dealt with crypto.
Okay,
it was
so
kind
from
of a
November
bubble.
to May.
Yeah.
So from November
2021, of course.
21 to 22, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then in November 2021, when you first start with crypto, through March of 2022,
Mhm.
what was your knowledge as far as what Beth was doing with the 98,000 she had?
Well, I thought she was for that. I thought she was holding onto it. It was called hodling, which means you hold onto it and you just wait, and then over time it grows. Like right now,
So
it's
was
worth a
90
lot
or
more than it was.
98 she put in, according to him.
How much did you say 90 or
It was 98 for the Bitcoin.
Okay. So then you said 13,000,
I took
and did
13,
you
yeah.
and did you eventually cash that out?
Well, because we were running out of money, I cashed out 16 of the 13, so I left like pennies in there.
Okay, so you made a couple thousand?
Yeah, I made 3.
Okay, so now from November 2021 till March of 2022,
Mhm.
to your understanding, Beth was holding the money in there and not
Yeah.
doing anything risky with it?
Yeah, not until one morning she came out screaming that she lost everything.
Okay, and from your understanding, how did she lose everything?
By playing the crypto derivatives market and leveraging 100 times the amount of what you're.
And what's
You know,
this called, the
have-
crypto derivatives
Derivatives
market?
market, leveraging beyond, basically margin buying, essentially?
Wiped her out.
I've heard some disastrous tales about.
Well, you're gonna
this
hear one more
recently,
right now.
yeah.
So,
And lost all of it?
yep, so, and were you aware that, Ms. Mitro was doing that?
Not till that morning when.
In fact,
Because that night was $87,000 that was gone.
March of 2022.
Did he ever see any documents that reflected?
We'll
Okay.
get into some, okay. So, last time we were in court, Mr. Mitro, did you hear Ms. Mitro state that she hit a wrong button or something to that effect?
She didn't have a stop loss is what it really boils down to, which would have prevented all that, and she fell
So-
asleep.
Just to be clear, did you know she was doing this?
No.
Okay. Do you think that she was competent or qualified to be
Absolutely not.
speculating like this? Okay.
Yeah.
So you started to say
His response is he didn't have the confidence that she's.
he didn't know and he didn't think she should be doing something like this. Okay, now, you said that she came out and told you the next day. What did she tell you?
She came out and told me I lost everything, and I said, "What are you talking about? What do you mean you lost everything?" She says, "All of that Bitcoin, all 87,000, she had lost everything."
Okay, so,
87 or 98?
okay, so I'm gonna clarify that.
She
So,
only put 87 into the Bitcoin. The rest, the next following days, I find up to 107 that had been, and this one I took all of her credit cards away and didn't let her.
okay,
And
I'll,
Open
I'll,
that up a little.
I'm gonna clear this up for you, Your Honor. Okay, so you talked about 98,000, but now you just said 87,000 was put in the Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, yes.
Okay, and there were other monies that you found out later that were put in other types of crypto?
Other types of crypto, yeah.
Okay, and so what did you find out about that?
Would that be the other 11 or more?
It turns, he's gonna testify to
Okay.
this
It
is
was
what cash
107
advance.
over the 2-day period, but when I checked later on in time, and I looked at the discovered statements that I've submitted, it's 137,000 that she was
And-
taking
Go
cash
ahead.
advance on the credit cards so she could buy Bitcoin.
137. So we have about 40 grand unaccounted for. if we
Well,
have the
this is where
87
he
and
said he
the-
saw Discover statements with cash advances on them. And
So about 40 grand in cash.
yeah, so he's found about
30.
30 to 40,000 in cash advances that he saw documents for. And these are the documents I've asked for and I haven't gotten. So now, why would you, in your opinion, think that she was then taking cash? So were these cash advances after the $87,000 loss?
Yeah, they were after. So, I don't know, like gambling psychology, when you lose, it's that trying to get back to where you were, which is the driving force, and it was uncontrollable. You know, I think she wanted to get it back so bad that she took more out.
Okay. And did she tell you she was doing anything like that if she did do that?
I had to find it.
Okay. Okay, so you became aware of these cash advances because you saw this on documents?
Yes,
Okay.
which I submitted.
After the pandemic and the unemployment insurance, what was your next job?
Then I Uber drove at night, and during the day I worked for Desert Adventures 30 hours a week.
Okay, what did you do for Desert Adventures?
I was a kayak guide.
Okay, what did you make at Desert Adventures?
$15 an hour
Plus
plus
tips?
tips.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, and then Uber, you
And Uber, I could make. I got upset if I was making less than $25 an hour, but I could make $32 an hour on a great day with all the conventions happening and events. Like my best day was $52 an hour.
okay, and you
And
provided Uber statements in your exhibits here as far as your earnings from 2022, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I believe so. My
So-
my 2023 is in there too from when I was in Dallas, which there was a huge reduction in
Okay,
what
so
you could make.
in 2022, you worked for Uber, you did the kayak guide, then what did you do after that?
That's when I started to work for the Energy America.
Okay,
It was in March.
so then how did you end up down in Texas?
Because that was one of my areas, and my sister lived down there, and she let me stay there while I was working.
Okay, so when you were working for Talent Corp, you were sent down there for work?
Oh, so no, for Energy America,
America,
that was
sorry.
that was job before. Then Talent Corp is where I had interviewed because I had a friend who knew the CEO.
Okay, so let me ask the question again, just to get you down to Dallas. When you were working for Energy America,
Yep.
they sent you to Dallas for, they're not based in Dallas, I guess is my point.
No, they're based in San Francisco, but Texas is the largest market for solar installs. Now they exceeded California back 2 years ago.
Okay, so then,
Growing.
you were down there, as part of your management, and then, when you lost that job, then that's why you were there to land with Talent Corp, you were already there?
Yeah, I was there, and I came back to Vegas for 2 weeks because basically the CEO. I had lunch with him, and then he just put me down to like the division manager, then my actual manager, who also got laid off, and that's how and it took 2 weeks, and then when I left Vegas back to Dallas on July 7th, got there, started working July 10th.
Did you have a lease or an apartment or anything when you were in Dallas?
Not until September, and then I got laid off. Like literally September 19th, I moved in, and to the 29th, I got laid off.
Okay, so you got laid off, but you had a lease there still?
Yeah.
Okay, so then after being laid off at Talent Corp, what did you do did you drive Uber again in Dallas?
Then I drove Uber. Yeah, I tried to do that until the car broke down, and broke
Okay.
down.
Okay, and then at some point, you went to Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah, in November.
In November of
November.
2023? For how long?
Yeah, November. I was November 3rd to the 29th. An old friend of mine that's actually from Dallas offered me $25 an hour to go and help him fix up his Airbnbs.
Okay.
And
And so you stopped Ubering during that period to go do
yeah, so no wear and tear on my car, no toll fees, no dealing with traffic. Dallas is almost 8 million people there.
Okay, so you did that for 30 days?
Yes,
And how
Almost.
much were you paid? 25 an hour, you said?
$25 an hour, yeah.
Okay. And how did he pay you?
You pay me via Venmo.
Okay. And then after coming back from Puerto Rico, where did you go next?
I went back to Dallas.
Okay, so that was in December of 2020?
That was, November 29th I was back in Dallas, and then I was
Okay.
Uber driving again.
And how
until
long did you remain in
yeah,
Dallas?
until March, when I decided that with all these people and the traffic and the way the conditions of the road, my back was killing me. I wanted to get a solar job. I wanted to get back into solar, and I found 2 companies. One I interviewed with twice. That's when I came up here in March, and then I ended up taking the other job.
Okay. And so I want to talk a little bit about Beth's earnings history and work history during the marriage. So when you guys were, let's just go to the last 5 years or so, did Beth contribute financially?
Yes,
How so?
she was a realtor.
Okay. And when you say she's a realtor, just explain that to me a little bit. Explain that to the court. Was she just an agent, or did she have an office, or?
Well, she used to be just an agent, but then she upgraded her license to a broker salesperson because she wanted to get bigger. She wanted to build a team.
Okay, so she had a broker's license as well?
It's a sales broker, so it's like in between the brokers and the salesperson.
I see. And did she ever do anything else for income while you guys were together?
I mean, towards the end, she was Uber driving.
Okay.
She got me into it.
Okay, so she was driving first?
Yeah.
Okay. And so just before I leave your income fully, so do you think that your current earnings at Sundog are consistent with your earnings over like the last 6 years of your marriage?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so do you think that Beth is earning money somehow now?
I have no idea.
Okay. Can you afford to support Beth in addition to supporting yourself?
No.
Okay. Now, from your point of view of somebody who's been married to Beth and lived with her, do you think that she is incapable of working?
I think she's more powerful than she's making herself out to be. I think she can do. She's a good person to get you to buy something. She's good in sales. She should do it more, and she just doesn't want to. I guess I don't know.
Now,
What she basically said.
That she's capable.
Okay.
yeah.
She's more capable than
Something about
she's
being in jail
thinks she is.
No, sales. He said she's good in sales. Something your
Yes.
honor remarked about at the last hearing.
Indeed.
So, now, Mr. Mitra, on the same topic, are you aware of Ms. Mitro having any medical conditions that make it impossible for her to work?
Impossible? No.
Okay. Now, you've seen her presentation in court the last few times, and the judge asked her about this in the last hearing. Is the presentation that Your Honor has seen, is this how Ms. Mitro operates in her day-to-day life?
No.
Okay. Do you think that there's a little bit of an act going on here?
She is a SAG member.
Yeah. All right, so I want to talk about a few other things too. Do you do any additional things in Maine, such as community radio or any?
Yeah, I volunteer at the Belfast Community Radio Station.
Okay, why did you do that?
Why?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
because I
quickly, mean,
really
this is
like
important, but-
house music, and I wanted to spread it into Maine, and I enjoy it.
Did Beth find out about this?
Yes.
And did she do anything as a result?
I got emails from the station manager where she had made posts on the station's Facebook social media page.
Okay, and what kind of things was she posting?
Yeah, some pretty bad stuff.
Like,
And also naming the person I'm with, Megan, and calling her all kinds of names in a community that's like
Who's
listens
your
to without
girlfriend,
people.
so you have a girlfriend in Maine?
Yes.
And on these posts on social media, and so this is the social media of the radio station that you are volunteering at?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and Miss Mitro is posting things about you?
About me, about who do you think? Here's who you have on your radio station. That kind of stuff.
Is she posting anything about court?
About court, just that we're getting a divorce and that
Okay. Did she send anything?
Oh my
Did she send
it was,
any help?
it was mainly like a rant.
Well, is he paid anything for this?
He's not, but this is just a use of
Understood.
time, you know, a very unproductive use of time, and obsessive behavior, if you ask me.
Does the girlfriend work for the station?
No, this is a larger point
Nobody.
about Miss Mitro, not.
Sure, I understand, but I'm trying to see who she's focusing or targeting. Just
She's
him?
focusing on Mr.
So
Mitro.
the girlfriend isn't at the station, right?
No, she's
No.
just
No.
reference. Just,
But it's a small community, Your Honor, and
Okay.
yeah, so this is
People
in
look at
Maine,
those
Your
things,
Honor. So, Mr. Mitro, did she send anything additionally, or do anything besides posting online?
then she sent private messages to the station manager, again asking why I'm still hired over
Okay,
there.
So she was asking them to stop working with you?
Yeah.
Okay. And so Ms. Mitro has talked about recordings that she has where you apparently say things like, for example, I quit my job. Now, what is the nature of these recordings that she has? How do these happen?
They're parts of a long argument and hate being spit back and forth between each other.
Did she record you guys in the
That
home
was very
often?
unproductive. I'm sorry?
Did she record you guys in the house often?
Oh yeah, she liked to do that.
Okay. Now, has she done anything else, like contacted any other members of your family, and done anything harassing towards them?
Harassing, not really harassing. She has contacted my mom, but my mom's old, so I just tell her to like don't talk to her because she's gonna set you off, and
Yeah.
yeah.
So, we talked about this family trust.
Mhm.
Can you just tell the judge what your understanding of the trust is, and any help that your mom has given you and Beth over the years, as far as any time you might have needed money when while you were married?
Yeah, so I'm an only child with my mother. My stepfather, the trust is their retirement. It's like what they've worked their whole life for. And I hope that she spends it all. It's her money.
Mm-hmm.
So
So there could be a potential inheritance for you someday if she passes away?
someday,
Yeah, okay. And to your knowledge, you don't receive, there's no document in this trust that gives you any sort of guaranteed payments?
I have zero power
Okay.
while my mother's alive. And
Okay.
that's,
I'm sorry, what power
I don't-
do you have?
Zero.
I don't, yeah.
A couple more questions, Jacob. So now you provided some recent bank statements to me since last week, some supplemental ones from PNC Bank,
Yes.
now, do you still have a Chase bank account?
Back when I opened up the PNC bank account, I opened it because money kept disappearing out of the Chase bank account. And when I opened the PNC account, the old Chase account had negative $125 in it.
Okay, so you do not have a current active open Chase account?
No.
Okay. Just want to make sure, since we've kind of gone off course a little of my original plan, Your Honor, let me go through my questions. I just want to go to one exhibit really quick, and then we can wrap up, Jacob, about that issue we talked about before, about that April money that was sent to your son. So
Okay.
you mentioned that there was a message on that, so I want to go ahead and
Which exhibit number, please?
I'm gonna quick find it. I believe it's on the first page, I think. Oh, 17.
Okay.
Okay, so these emails in 17, are these the communications between your mom and Miss Mitro you were referring to?
Yes.
Okay. In fact, your mom says to Beth on April 3rd, Beth, you're barking up the wrong tree, there's no more money. You see that?
Yeah.
And then she says, I'm no longer in your family. The last $2,500 came from Jacob because you as a mother cannot help yourself. You see that? Okay. Your Honor, I sort of updated my questioning a little bit based on where you were showing interest. Is there anything before I pass him that you
Well,
want?
basically, would the offer of proof be, and I understand we don't wanna go through this is pages and pages and pages, basically, that what's being represented by his mom is, you guys are in a divorce now, and I'm not gonna continue to finance or fund you guys, and
She essentially tells him there is not any more
that
money,
it's
and
not
it's,
there,
yeah,
and
it's
even
not
if it
my,
was, yeah,
not my thing here.
yeah,
And that the money didn't even come from me.
okay. That came from the trust, okay, very good. Did you have questions, and do you have any questions for,
Oh,
him?
absolutely.
Okay, you can remain seated, thank you.
Okay. I will start with, some income. Okay, so let's go to, 2023. Before you left Las Vegas, you were Ubering, and, at one point I had your phone and saw that you had already made, $35,000, and that was May of 2023 on Uber.
For
And I
that
was
year,
like,
up to that point, is it?
yes. And I'm wondering, that Uber, tax record you have not provided, you provided the
You know,
one for Texas only. And that was for when you were working in Texas and the new car.
I only got one Uber account.
Okay,
Downloaded the stuff from the Uber account.
we
Since
were-
that was pretty much a compound
Okay.
question with a lot of your own impressions in it, is what you're basically asking him is in the first 5 months of 2023 that he earned 35 grand from Uber? Okay.
Mhm.
And your answer, please, was,
35 grand? No, sir.
Okay, next. All right, well, he won't, will you provide the documents for Uber, a screenshot, for?
I provided the actual
For those months,
tax 1099 from Uber.
but that was for Texas, it says on the bottom. So
I
I'm
only have
asking,
one
like, you
Uber
provided your
account.
others.
it seems
They
to have been
gave-
complete, but if he's saying there's something else. he
So
can go
Exhibit
ahead.
7, Your Honor, is his 2023 1099. It says Texas on the bottom because that's his physical
That's where I'm
address at the
living.
time.
Yeah.
But there is only one Uber Technologies. The upper left corner is the company's actually in San Francisco, and it shows it's 2699. So we're
Yeah.
barking up a completely made-up tree again.
Okay,
Okay.
he's saying that he didn't
We have the
earn 23
doc,
grand for the
Exhibit
first-
7 admitted.
Your Honor, okay, so why, I asked for those, Uber records and not the tax statement that you sent, but you, like on every other thing, on other years, you would send the months, and you would not send the months for the dates that I actually saw, the 35,000 you had made before you left, when we were living in Wendover Hills. I was sitting on that red couch downstairs.
Well, if you ask him about the 2023, they're saying Exhibit 7 doesn't show no 35 grand for the first 5 months, which would extrapolate to like 80 for the year. Saying you only earned 2,700 from Uber
Exactly.
Technologies for that year, so
Okay, so.
there's a big discrepancy here, obviously.
Yes,
Oh.
there is, and he won't provide the documents that
Well,
stated.
but what I'm suggesting is I'm not aware that it's incomplete, it appears to me.
If it was, he would provide the screenshots or the on other Uber, documents that he provides of 2022 that I provide, it has the months.
Then you can explore that with him. If
Okay.
I believe that we have everything, if that's erroneous and he's holding something back, you can explore that, go ahead.
Okay, so, I can explore that. On bank statements, from that time, are there Uber, are there paychecks from Uber during that time on your bank statements?
I submitted the tax return that Uber provided to me for my entire income for the year, which what it's supposed to do. So everything I made is on that piece of paper.
So, if I can
I know,
calculate
there's no two
more than
Ubers. I work for one Uber.
$2,700 on your bank accounts that you had income coming in, what do you think where is that coming from?
I'm sorry?
If there
What's the
has
question?
been, if there has been thousands of dollars into your bank accounts from Uber prior to, in addition to that $2,700 you're saying that is all you made.
You're saying that that's on my bank statements right now? My PNC bank
Back
statements?
then, not PNC, no. Back when
What?
you were Ubering and you get
Look
paid
back from-
weekly.
From 2022.
No, from 2023, because it's 2024.
Okay, I only worked there from January to March
You
for
worked,
Uber.
you worked, exactly,
Vegas.
from January to May, you worked.
Well, let me ask you an offer of proof so I understand the
Thank you.
question. Where's your documentation that for the first, we seem to have complete for 22, 23 and year-to-date for this year. We even have 21, I think, complete. What documentation do you have that show that that would be a heck of a lot of money, 35 grand for the
I
first
know it
5 months of the year in Uber. What am I missing that you have that shows that?
Okay,
Do you have something there that you showed to Mr. Burton that shows that he earned 35 grand for Uber the first 5 months of last year?
Can I come back to that?
Well, where did it come from that you thought?
I
that was-
saw it on his phone.
Oh, you saw it, okay.
I literally, I picked up his phone and he grabbed it and.
Let's see if he
okay,
knows what
so-
you might be referring
And he
to.
won't provide me the.
Do you know what she might be
He's
referring to,
withholding
and can you explain
I'm
it?
sorry, Your Honor, I don't.
Any
I don't.
other statement, like, okay,
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna,
made from 2022 because
2023,
his this is
like an actual, monthly printout, could you maybe hold up on your phone?
What was it, the 2022? I don't
2023.
I don't work for Uber anymore.
You just worked for Uber.
There's no
a
Uber
month
in
ago.
Maine. There's no Uber here.
See, oh, I see, okay, I see what you're doing, okay, let's go on to the next question.
Is that true? There's no Uber?
No,
in
that's-
It
Maine?
can be very difficult in some places.
It's down in Portland, which is
Spread out.
2.5 hours away.
But even if they're, I mean, I think we're
Okay,
on such
next.
Yeah, it's a tangential matter.
Okay,
Just
next,
curious, though.
okay, so Uber, you will not, okay, so, cause I have your screenshots or printouts, this is what I requested documents from you that you did not provide. And the first one was Uber screenshots or printout of totals year to date, and also tax summary page for each month that shows.
Okay, fair enough, but you mentioned you
Okay.
didn't provide it. Is that a statement or is that a question for him
That's,
to answer? You want him to respond? Okay. Do you understand what she's saying? You didn't provide?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's saying that I didn't provide something that I can't provide to her. I gave her the total year's income statement, and yeah.
you provided every other month except those months that you're withholding in my,
So in March, I didn't work for Uber. You're talking about this year? No, last year.
no, talking about last year
Last
before you
year,
left.
2023.
When
I
you-
left
from Jan-
May
from the time you
7th.
got
I
that
worked all the way up to the
$30,000
very
paycheck.
last day I left, right?
What?
I worked up until the very last day that I left for Uber and for, I think,
You
Desert
did,
Vision.
didn't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. And so
But it wasn't
how-
$35,000.
It was 35, and it certainly wasn't.
3,500?
No, 35,000, and it certainly wasn't 2,700, especially if you
Yeah, I
made
have no
that
idea what
in
you're talking about.
Dallas. Okay, so you are able to log on to your Uber. It doesn't matter whether you have it or not, you are able to log on, are you not?
No. I don't have an Uber account anymore.
You can.
Everything is
okay.
expired in there. Like my insurance is expired. I don't even have the same. Yeah, it's like everything's. I'm no longer working for
So that's
Uber.
35,000, okay,
So I
how about the
deleted
real
the app.
estate check? The Sanjiv, the guy that would, the client that would not even talk to a woman because he was Saudi, and that you put the deal through, my office?
I didn't hear the first part of that.
The commission check for real estate deal that you did?
Mhm. Yep.
In 2023, you spent,
Mhm.
how long do you think you spent on that, that $30,000 commission?
How long do I think I spent on it?
Mhm.
A month and a half.
How many hours per week?
I don't know. That's real estate sales, so it's like one of those things. Plus, it was a client who was buying something for $1 million, which you don't get. He's like a
How many hours?
unicorn.
How many hours?
How many hours probably total? 60? I don't know. I have no idea.